Well, happy Friday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon, your Chief Enabler for Shared Visions Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. And today I'm going to do an overview, a review of your Golden Publishing Sales Machine kit. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a context. A couple of weeks ago, I did a 5-minute presentation at the Grand Connection Business Growth Buffet on the Golden Publishing Sales Machine. And as a free giveaway, a free gift, I gave away access to a multimedia version of the kit. And that's what I'm going to describe today. Quite a few people signed up for the kit. And I'm going to explain what's in there and why you'd want it. And I'm going to just talk a little bit about who I think this would be of interest to. So I think, will be of interest to any author or course creator looking for a wider audience for their golden content. And more than that, maybe you're a coach, or maybe you have a bunch of family stories. Maybe you have something about something that's valuable to other people, some insights. If that applies to you at all, this can be it. And the suggestion in here is we'll start with a course and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go review what's in the Golden Publishing Sales Machine publishing kit here. It's going to share the screen. Okay, so right now there's 8 modules. I created a video for each of those with some notes. The first one's a kind of an overview. And then, as I said, the publish your book first. Let's see here. Betty Withrow and I have been helping authors publish their books. And that Betty's a ghostwriter. And some of the people are clients that she's worked for years, helping with their writing and organizing and editing. Others are people who just come in and they've got their book completely done or almost completely done, and they just want help with some editing, maybe a little bit of reorganization, and then formatting and uploading for publishing, printing. So that's often, sometimes it seems like we're publishing a book a week, either for clients or for ourselves. And often my part of it is to format the book and sometimes create a cover or adapt a cover so that it's meets the requirements for Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, and go from there. So that's where the book comes in. And if you're listening to this and you have an idea for a book, come talk to me so we can figure out something. And I tell you, if you don't think you have an idea for a book, I think you're probably if you could probably sit down and brainstorm and come out with an outline for 10 or so books, more than you can create in a lifetime. So the issue is not coming up with an idea for a book. It's more an idea what to do first. This applies to fiction and almost anything. One of the things about doing this for authors is we never know who's going to come knock on a door. We've put out some pretty exotic, esoteric books on almost anything you can think of, because really the sum total of humanity is summarized in a book somewhere. I guess the one section here is, I'm not going to go into this too much. It's about how to organize your content, because part of the process is sometimes people just have an idea and they've got a bunch of information. We've worked with people who have the equivalent of a big pile of content, blog posts, videos they've done, maybe small books, things they've done, and we'll organize it, help work with them to organize it and create one or more books out of it. And the other part here is, as I alluded to, there's a presentation on formatting and printing. I use a tool called Atticus, which formats a sort of a fairly standard book that meets the standards for places like Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing and Ingram Spark, and also will create an EPUB book that will work for ebooks. Uh, Amazon calls it a Kindle electronic book. It's confusing because they also have a physical reader, but anyway, the Kindle format can be played on any device, your phone, with a reader on the desktop. Very flexible. Most of the books I often the books I read are on Apple Books or on Kindle. So the in a way, the easiest thing to do is get the book out there and ready to roll. And this is where I come in. My background is in course creation and also multimedia story productions. So one of the things I've done over the years is I've done a lot of video. I've captured stories, and sometimes it's just people reading the story into a phone or during an interview, or we do something very formal. So I will often suggest to an author that we publish the book in what I call a digital experience edition. And then if there's it could be made into a course. If there's something like a how-to, in addition to the written instructions in the book, maybe we'll create a video demonstrating how to do it and other resources. Something, if you're talking about family stories, that's a perfect place to collect interviews with family members, all that kind of thing, to put into a digital experience edition. And you can think of these as like an online course. If you want to sell something at one time, you've got something, let's say you've got a short book on how to get your dog not to bark at the mailman. Something fairly simple. Then you've got an online course of then something that's simple. Chances are you've got something that's less simple, and I suggest a membership collection where you can put a bunch of things in. And actually, while I'm talking about that, this is such a thing. So if we go back to the home here, is we talk about the first thing I talk about is a premium publishing package. Betty Withrow and I offer different packages that take you everywhere from idea to concept through structuring, editing, printing, publishing, and marketing. So the whole thing. And there are other areas here, and there's not much in here, but the book journey, manuscript preparation, all that kind of thing. Presentations will come at some point, and various other tips like recording session tips, and my production process, and then there'll be a bunch of marketing stuff. So really, what's in this membership area is more. It's got everything. It's got the publishing sales machine kit in there, and that's growing too. If you're listening to this and you look at this yesterday, you will notice that I added two things today. One is publish a book first, and the other is sales and marketing for your creations. I had overlooked adding those modules when I put it together, and I'm sure there'll be more. I'll add more notes. I'll add more exercises over time. So that's the thing. So we started with the book, then we've created a digital experience edition, and the next thing is marketing, and the marketing. I follow the magnetic marketing approach by Dan Kennedy and others, and really our approach to creating books and online content is you create once and leverage everywhere. The magnetic marketing approach works the same way. Is you create marketing messages and you put it out in all media that you can you can think of, really. So one of the stories in the Dan Kennedy world is if you're not if you're not promoting your goods and services and your books and things in at least 19 different places, you're probably not doing enough. So I say leave no stone unturned. You don't have to do it all at once. All I'm going to say is that if you create something like a blog post promoting something, you can also create a video. You can make a social media post out of it, and there are other things. Especially if you've got a book, getting your book out there will involve press releases, letters to places that might carry your book, getting on podcasts, getting on broadcasts, maybe a radio ad, all sorts of things. Just you know, keep again, it's like the brainstorming book outlines. You could brainstorm places to market your books and things, and come up with infinite amounts of things. And you don't have to do it all at once, but consider adding it. And I'm going to suggest that it's not as onerous as you might think, because you can create a message once and then put it out in different places. And then you can also, if you've got a virtual assistant, you've hired somebody to help, or you hire us to help with it, then you really, the amount of work you need to do is limited. Other people can get it out there for you and help you get it out there. So what's next on here? The last one here is just I created a video at the end of this series just to recap everything. That's the place to start. So if you're at all thinking about creating a book, creating an online course, already have one, this is a perfect thing for you. And if you don't already have access, I gave it away as free access to this during the Grand Connection event. And maybe what I'll do is I'll actually post this in the comment, and you can go sign up. There is actually you can pay for this if you want, but I'm giving it away for free for now. And I'm just going to say that's part of one of the places where these digital repositories come in. Let's say you're a coach, you're training something. Many people will have weekly live sessions, like once a week, where people come and have a question and answer. So there's a lot of value into doing things live, where people have an interaction, and they can ask questions. And there's also value in having training materials, and also even the recordings from the mastermind sessions or the masterclass sessions in a repository. So some of the things that we do, or that grow every week, we add things to it. And so if let's say somebody misses a masterclass, then go back and see it in the repository. And all of this is very powerful. So the whole Golden Publishing Sales Machine, really the whole formula is you publish a book, combine it with a digital edition, which could be a course or a membership program, and then you combine that with sales strategies. And we put sales and marketing third. Betty Withrow often says the time to start marketing your book or your online course is the time you have a working title for it. So that's one of the things we will suggest is we will create a landing page and start taking either take names, get people to sign up for a launch party, a launch time, or we'll pre-sell the course and membership at a reasonable rate. And the one of the things about the Digital Experience Edition is you can test drive your content in the digital version and start getting some feedback on it before you put the final touches on the print media and put it out there. Though most of the time, if you've come with a book already, we'll do the book first. But it's just you can go either way. You can start with a course, you can start with the book, and at the end of the day, you're going to have your book out in multiple formats, including it could be an audio version of your book. If you have a good reader or you have a good reading voice, you can read your book, and we can include an audio version of it in the digital experience edition. We could also include flip books. So almost any format you can think of, we can include. And that's just, I come from a place where everybody has their own learning style and their own reading style. Some people really like to read. They don't like to watch video. They don't like to listen to it. Other people like watching video, and others like listening to it. Even if I'm doing a video, my inclination is to close my eyes. So I subscribe to lots of podcasts too, and we can even put your book out as a podcast if needed. So that's the whole thing. The multimedia, we put multi in the multimedia publishing factor. So I don't know if anybody out there have any questions, and maybe let me know if you just say a one if you are thinking about publishing anything in the next while. Put the numeral 1 in there. Any comments, any questions, anything you need to know. so this is, I'm going to say that there's this kit is something free, and you can go sign up for it and go take a look at it, get a pretty good idea of my style and my approach to these things. You can also book an appointment with me, and we'll talk about your project and see which way to go. I can help you with anything from simply formatting and helping you upload your book to Amazon, to we can take you through the full book journey from idea to publishing to marketing. So again, do we have any questions? Oh, we have Andrew. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, perfect. So I had a discussion with Andrew about a week ago, and he actually is quite accomplished. He has quite a few books published, and it's working on different formats too. It's just amazing. And then here he said, Andrew, thanks for the gift. Perfect. You're welcome, Andrew. Thank you for joining today. And yeah, so again, this whole thing could be for you if you have been working on a book or a course, or you've been thinking of working on a book or a course, and you just have something you want to share, and maybe you're at a loss about the best way to share it. This could be the right thing for you. And again, check out the link there. Sign up if you don't already have the Publishing Sales Machine kit. And if we don't have any more questions, maybe we'll let you go. And you can find me on LinkedIn. Yeah, and this is going out to Facebook and YouTube. And many of you are here because I invited you. So you already know where I live. Anyway, well, thank you very much. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.